You good? Good?
Yeah, good.
Let's do it. Coach, I'll start. Well, just your thoughts. You come out tonight and you get the job done and you get the cup. It's got to feel good.
You know, throughout the course of seasons, there's times that can, you know, negatively and positively have a big impact on where your team's going. We needed this win tonight. You know, we've played pretty well, but we just it was just, you know, we've talked about the mistakes, you know, and last night I thought, you know, was a case of that again. You know, tonight we didn't get pucks to fall. You know, they're going to start falling. You know, we had tons of looks in the first period, they just didn't go in. But, you know, instead of getting out of our structure, we stayed within it and, you know, kind of just kept battling. And, you know, a funky bounce on that first goal, kind of goes off a shin pad and changes directions and goes in. So you played so good in the first period, and then that goes in with 15 seconds left. You know, and I thought our response was great. We stayed on it. We basically gave up 8 shots. I mean, 4 of them from outside the blue line, and we didn't sacrifice any offense for it. You know, we could have had 5 or 6 tonight. So, you know, to see them be able to celebrate that trophy, to see them celebrate with the student section, the fans, you know, that's a moment that I hope can positively get us kind of back on our feet again and moving in the right direction.
Did you just need that win? I was just thinking about, you know, is this team just one win from, you know, building up multiple wins, hopefully?
It's hard to gain any traction when, you know, you're playing well and you don't get rewarded. You know, it's hard to come to practice Monday through Thursday if you're coming off a weekend where you don't get rewarded. It's hard to push. It's hard to, you know, continue to climb and just move your game up. I felt like tonight was, you know, one of the most important regular season games I've ever been a part of as a coach. You know, and that's a long time. That's a lot of games. But just like you said, that the psyche of our group. You know, we needed. You know, and we didn't get any bounces. We didn't get any pucks to go our way. You know, we kind of had to earn it, and you know that's usually what it takes to kind of get out of a little bit of a funk you're in.
I guess just quick, that 5-minute major that gets called, you go to challenge it, and then you get it. So what's kind of going through your head at that point? Then you got the advantage.
Yeah, our director of hockey operations, Jeff Cornock, is he's kind of on, and he saw it right away. He goes, "That's a 5," and challenge it. And so I knew we were going to get it, and I just felt like we needed to get 1. You know, I think sometimes you hope to get more than 1. I just thought we needed 1. You know, so for over those 5 minutes, you don't just go with nothing. You know, and you know, we had a couple other looks, but it was important that we got that goal.
Did some lineup juggling tonight before the game. Talk about that.
You know, I think sometimes it's a combination of some guys who probably deserve to play, and some guys that, you know, every decision that you make as a coach, you're trying to get your team in the best place for the end of the year. You're always coaching for the end of the year. Now, along the way, you know, there's some games that, you know, tonight was, like I said, an important night, but you can't sacrifice what you know and believe will help your team or individual players. And sometimes having them just watch a game, you know, that sometimes resonates with them more than, you know, continuing to talk to them about, you know, different things. So it was kind of a combination of both. You know, I'm sure there's a couple guys that didn't play tonight that we need to get back in because they're obviously huge parts of our team, but we need to get the best version of them back in. And, you know, hopefully this kind of grounds that a little bit and gets them going the right way.
I know it's, you know, it's might be a dumb question, but must wins. St. Thomas next week, is it one of those you got to get 6 points?
I mean, I think we just got to. We've had a hard time. You know, we've had some big wins. We just haven't had enough wins in a row. So, you know, I think that's probably as important as anything is getting some wins in a row. You know, it's going to be a tough place to play. They've you know, done a nice job. They're a tough team to play against, and it's going to be very similar to these games. You know, I think they're going to be low scoring, and you know, hopefully, you know, we can kind of get out on Friday and keep this momentum we got building and try carry that into the, you know, kind of through the stretch of the regular season.
I'm all set. Anything else, Coach?